I hope we're live. I'm going to check my audio and make sure that it's actually live. It looks like you can hear me, which means I'm going to be the big reveal. And yes, it is time for another Beer Native Beer Review. My name is Steve Jagger. Let's kick this off. Yeah, all right. You saw that? Soup. Can of Soup Double IPA by Garage Brewing Local. Another fantastic Barcelona beer. Soup DIPA. Garage. So I haven't been to Garage yet. Still on the agenda. We're going to go there soon, but did find this amazing place that gave a glass. Where did the glass end up? I was going to credit them with it. Is it? Maybe it's over in the wash area. There it is. Bought a bunch of beers yesterday. If you check my Instagram, you'll see it. So second free glass. Edge Brewing Barcelona. Check that out. I don't even have a beer from Edge Brewing. So I got to work on that. I mean, I got a free glass, right? That's going to happen. Actually, I'll use this for the review. How about that? Probably a little bit, not the cleanest glass, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to be reviewing soup. In an earlier review, Mersey Beers, who often watches the channel, suggested that I do soup. It was a comment, and it was like, obviously, this became a search, a must find, because we reviewed a beer by Espiga, which is called Garage IPA, but clearly wasn't made by Garage. It was very confusing. So this, we've gone out and got some soup double IPA. Now, what's interesting about soup, and normally I wait to the end to show information about the brewery, but I need to interrupt myself to do this. So if we just take a look at this, this is the Garage website. I think it's weird. It's an odd design because this image doesn't say anything and it's really dim. I cannot figure out its purpose. But nevertheless, you roll down, you can see all the soups. So there's a soup, the golden soup, Soup El Dorado, Soup Enigma. This is a little bit like a single hop, single malt, or a smash type beer. It's starting to make me think that soup must stand for something similar, maybe in Spanish. Nevertheless, there's multiple soups. There's another one. There's the standard soup IPA. I've had that. It was really good. And so you can see what's going on there. Now, I didn't see the soup double IPA on the website, but found it at the Occasional Beer, the place that gave us this awesome new glass for free. Once again, see, you're nice to people. You buy beer, you tell them you're on YouTube, and you get a free glass. This is how sponsorship works, folks. If you're watching somewhere and you have control over some kind of beer-related subject matter, and you'd like to sponsor BeerNative, apparently all you need to do is give me a piece of glass. So let's pop this open. I don't know what hop is in here yet, because they seem to make very specific hops in certain other versions of soup, but you're with me. This is the first time I've looked at it, and actually that's not very good. I'm showing you something and I'm occupying most of the screen with a website. So you can read this together and see if we can glean any information off of it. It's a lot of Spanish again. It's also really hard to read, being white on blue. And I am struggling, but I can look at it afterwards and do some kind of big reveal if that's the case. It smells phenomenal. Let's hold on. There's a bit of extra water in this glass. I know you can still hear me, so there we go. Pour it out. Now, if you watched my previous episode where I was accompanied by, you know what's happening right now? Check this out. I meant to point out the freaky art behind me, because I'm staying in an Airbnb that is also an art gallery, right? And rather than the camera being focusing on me, it's focusing on this freaky bastard. That's apparently more important than me. You see, oh, it just retuned on me. But it's like on this guy, this haunting, weird, freaking image. And what's below it? A man in some kind of bondage leopard outfit. This thing here, sitting on a couch. This is the art in this Airbnb. It's already backfiring on me because even the camera can't stop looking at that. So let's go. All right, eyes on the prize, Steve. Pour this beer out. Let me show you what it looks like. Really juicy looking little number. Pretty correct looking head. No fine bubbles. Nice little froth on it. Super dense. Smelled amazing, just kind of coming out of the can. It smells fruity as hell. Big dose of citrus and a ton of like passion and peach. So let's hope for the best here. super fruity, not West Coast in the slightest. I didn't mention this though, but it's 8.5% because it is a double IPA. It's not a cheater double IPA. It's a legit, real, scary double IPA, and you can taste it. But it's still giving back. The problem with this double IPA is that it doesn't have a heavy, let's say, base hop associated with it. So it's not like they've gone citra really in massive amounts early on, which means I kind of want to go back and get more. So I'm doing that addictive slurpy slurp. And it's a tiny bit dank, very fruity. I still say passion fruit on it. No pith at all. No underlying deep tanniny bitter. None of it. It's just a really yummy go back for more double IPA, which I imagine will get you pretty up if you lost track of how many of these you had. The original Soup IPA, which I have had before, was of course a dialed down version of this, but I'm going to go ahead and say this double IPA is better. So if you find yourself in Barcelona and you can get yourself, do look up Occasional Beer because the store was amazing and they had all the different soup varieties there. I just couldn't afford to buy them all because I'm on not unlimited time here in Barcelona. I'm going to be coming back next Monday, so I've only got about 4 days left to do any reviews. I couldn't do the all soups, but I do have a whole lot of new cool beers ready and locked and loaded in the fridge, ready for you over the next few days. So do like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Tell your friends, and keep tuning in because this is all right. This is highly recommended. This is gonna be above 4 out of 5 on the tap for sure. And I kind of want to just end the review and get back to it because it's more entertaining than talking to my wonderful fans on BeerNative. But it is really good. I did, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't give you just a second look at the beers that are available from Garage because their selection is pretty exciting. And Garage was also highly recommended by the woman who is, I think, kind of owned and operated Occasional Beer, who gave us the glass, because she pretty much said, Garage, I love Garage because they make a wide variety and not just IPAs. Now, granted, I'm looking at this right now going, there's a lot of IPAs here. But she seemed to endorse the fact that they weren't completely bonkers mad on only IPAs. Maybe on their site right now, they've got that. But she gave them a lot of love. And I think you should too. And so will I in the coming days. It's amazing how little of these kind of beers in this brand that we get back in the UK. And I've never seen it back in Canada. Although, just a little aside, I have seen, was it Flying Monkeys coasters, Flying Monkeys beer, Flying Monkeys fridges from Canada, from Toronto, here, all over the place. I have yet to figure out why this is for further investigation. That is the end of this beer review. This is the Soup Double IPA. No idea what hops are in it. Maybe if you watch me tomorrow, I'll tell you what hops I found out were in it because I can't find the information anywhere and the can writing's so small, it's ridiculous. But I'm recommending it highly. My name is Steve Jaguar. This is a BeerNative beer review, and I'm going to remember to do all the right things and play the outro once I can figure out where the mouse is. Keep drinking great beer. Tell your friends about great beer, and I will see you tomorrow.